Welcome to another insightful session with Informed Investor. Now, if you're looking to get a mobile connection in India, you're essentially choosing between four major players: Reliance Jio, Bharti Airtel, Vodafone Idea, and the government-owned BSNL. But with the rollout of 5G, rising data consumption, and tariff hikes making headlines in 2025, the decision isn't as straightforward as it once was. India boasts over 1.2 billion subscribers, making it one of the largest and the most competitive telecom markets in the world. Beyond just pricing, users now deeply care about network, speed, coverage, reliability, and customer service. And that's where the real battle lies. In this video, we'll break down the industry overview, understand each player's network capabilities, pricing strategies, subscriber base, financial health, and overall value proposition, so you can make an informed decision on who to bet on. Let's begin. You're watching Informed Investor, an initiative by Equentus. India's telecom sector is one of the most dynamic and rapidly evolving markets, playing a key role in the country's economic growth and digital transformation. Interestingly, the telecom industry is one of the most important sectors in the Indian economy, with a 6.5% contribution to the country's GDP. In fact, it's more than just connectivity. It's the backbone of the nation's digital revolution. The sector forms critical infrastructure for industries like e-commerce, media, finance, healthcare, IT, transportation, and logistics. And over the years, telecom has evolved continuously, embracing advanced technologies and expanding its global footprint. And when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, telecommunications emerged as a lifeline, enabling us to stay connected despite the challenges of widespread lockdowns. Now let's look at some data points. India's telecom market is a vibrant bazaar with over 1.2 billion subscribers, with around 91.4% market share resting with the private operators. Overall tele density, which is a measure of telephone connections, both landline and mobile, per 100 people stands at a healthy 85%. However, there is a significant digital divide between urban and rural areas. Urban stands at 131%, suggesting some people have multiple connections, while rural tele density lags behind at 59%, suggesting that a portion of the population still lacks access to mobile services. Interestingly, India's average monthly data consumption per user surged to 27.5 gigabytes in 2024, reflecting a compounded annual growth rate of 19.5% over the past 5 years. And guess what? This is expected to go up to 50 GB monthly average by 2030. And amid this, there are the four players that go head to head. Jio, Airtel, Vodafone Idea, and the government-owned BSNL are running this race, and we'll unpack the journey and figure out who's got the edge in 2025. Airtel's journey started in July 1995 by Sunil Bharti Mittal when Bharti Televentures was incorporated. Interestingly, Airtel launched India's first private cellular services in Delhi in 1995, breaking the government's monopoly. Today, it operates in 17 countries across Asia and Africa and places itself in the top 3 mobile services providers globally. Talking about its product portfolio, it offers mobile services, fiber broadband, DTH services, digital financial services through its Airtel Payments Bank, and enterprise solutions like cloud and cybersecurity with a 31% market share. In terms of Airtel's tech timeline, it became a 2G pioneer in 1995 and then 3G rolling out in the early 2000s. Then came 4G with a major nationwide rollout post-2010. And finally, 5G arrived in October 2022, powered by an NSA architecture. Remember September 5th, 2016, that's when Mukesh Ambani's Jio officially launched and turned the telecom sector upside down. And here's the interesting backstory. The idea for Jio actually sparked in 2011 when Mukesh Ambani's daughter Isha was struggling with slow internet speeds while uploading her college assignments. Jio stormed the market with free data and calls, rewriting the telecom rulebook and thereby gaining a significant market share in its early stages. Today, Jio isn't just a telecom company. It's a digital ecosystem offering 5G services, high-speed broadband services, Jio Air Fiber, enterprise solutions, and cloud services and digital apps like Jio Savan, Jio Cinema, Jio Mart, and more. In terms of technology timeline, Jio skipped the 2G and 3G era and launched 4G services in 2016 with game-changing pricing. 5G went live in October 2022, powered by a standalone architecture. Vodafone Idea represents one of the most dramatic stories in Indian telecom, the 2018 merger between Vodafone India and Idea Cellular, creating what was supposed to be India's largest telecom operator. This move was done to combine the two legacy networks to compete against Jio's aggressive pricing. While Vodafone Idea started off strong, capturing a market-leading 36.5% market share, its dominance quickly came under pressure. The rise of Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Jio, mounting financial woes, massive debt, and the COVID-19 pandemic, which stalled network expansion and slowed subscriber growth, all contributed to Vodafone Idea's gradual decline from the top. Failing to pay its dues, it even converted a portion of its dues owed to the Indian government into equity, increasing the government stake in the company to 48.99%. However, even post that, as of March 2025, its total deferred spectrum and AGR dues stood at over 1.94 lakh crore. Talking about its product portfolio, Vodafone Idea offers mobile services with extensive 4G network, broadband and DTH via partnerships. They focused on core telecom but also expanding digital services in Internet of Things and cloud solutions. In terms of technology timeline, they had solid 2G and 3G networks thanks to the legacy of both Vodafone and Idea. Post their merger, they joined forces on 4G, building out a combined network. As of 5G, it's still in the works, with currently active in 5 cities with plans to expand to 17 priority telecom circles by August 2025. BSNL, or rather Bharat Sanchar Nigam Limited, was formed on September 15, 2000 through the corporatization of the Department of Telecom Services. It is India's oldest telecom service provider with a mandate to serve even the most remote areas. BSNL inherited the vast landline network that connected India for decades. Despite facing tough competition from private players, it continues to serve rural and remote areas where private operators often find it uneconomical to operate. Talking about the product portfolio, BSNL offers a nationwide 4G network powered by indigenous tech. It also provides landline services, broadband through FTTH and wireless services, and lastly, enterprise solutions to government and public sector undertakings. In terms of tech timeline, BSNL started off strong as a 2G leader, followed by extensive 3G coverage. The 4G rollout is going strong. However, 5G network is yet to start and scheduled for launch by mid-2025. In 2025, 5G is the talk of the town, but network performance hinges on speed, coverage, and reliability. But before that, let me just show you some infographics on coverage. Jio has vast coverage, the best in class, with a coverage score of 65.66% and 5G available in 73.7% of tested locations. Airtel, on the other hand, is available in 24.4% of locations, lesser than Jio's 66%. Airtel's non-standalone infrastructure integrates with 4G for stability. Vodafone's coverage is adequate but is losing ground to Jio and Airtel. Partnerships with Ericsson and Cisco aim to boost their 4G and 5G infrastructure. Lastly, BSNL is strong in rural regions, covering over 20,000 villages, but the urban presence is weak in 4G. Additionally, a recent OpenSignal report sheds light on the Mobile Experience Awards across India's top 4 telecom players. Airtel leads in video and gaming experience, offering smoother streaming and gameplay. Meanwhile, Jio dominates in both download and upload speeds, making it the fastest overall. When it comes to 5G, Airtel takes the lead in user experience, but Jio wins on coverage and availability. And in terms of consistency and reliability, Jio has emerged as a clear winner. While all that sounds good, let's look at the financial health, which gives an outlook into how sustainable these providers are. Because money talks in the telecom business. Reliance Jio Platforms reported gross revenues of 39,853 crore, up 17.7% year-on-year and 2.8% quarter-on-quarter. For the full year of FY25, revenues rose 17% to 1.5 lakh crore, driven by the impact of tariff hikes and strong growth in the home and enterprise segments. EBITDA margins remained strong at around 50%, reflecting healthy operational efficiency. Looking at the bottom line, profit grew 25.7% year-on-year to 7,023 crores. Airtel, on the other hand, delivered a stellar performance in Q4 FY25. Revenues rose to 47,876 crore, marking a 27.3% year-on-year growth. For the full year, revenues were up 15.3%. EBITDA margins jumped to 57.2%, up from 52% in the previous quarter, showing strong operational leverage. Net profit surged 77% to 5,223 crore. Including exceptional items, net profit actually soared 432%, primarily due to a one-time tax benefit. Now coming to Vodafone Idea, despite its ongoing challenges, it showed some mild improvement in Q4 FY25. Revenue stood at 11,010 crore, up 3.8% year-on-year. Net loss narrowed down to 7,166 crore compared to the 7,675 crore in the same quarter last year. For the full year, revenue rose 2.2% to 43,570 crore. However, the company continues to remain in the red, marking its 8th consecutive year of losses. Now, just to note, BSNL is not listed on the stock exchanges, so publicly available data is very limited. That said, BSNL surprised everyone with its Q4 FY25 performance. Revenue rose to 20,871 crore, marking a 7.8% growth. The standout moment, BSNL reported back-to-back quarterly net profits for the first time in 17 years. It posted a Q4 profit of 280 crore following 262 crore in Q3 FY25. For the full year of FY25, BSNL reduced its net loss by 58% to 2,247 crore, down from 5,370 crore in FY24. EBITDA margins also improved significantly. Now, these telecom players also have some key metrics that are crucial for investors, providing a clear overview of their financial strength and market positioning. In Q4 FY25, Jio leads with the highest subscriber base of 488.2 million, net additions of 6.1 million, and 191 million 5G users, though its ARPU remains at 206.2 rupees. ARPU stands for the average revenue per user. Airtel follows with 424 million subscribers, 135 million 5G users, and the highest ARPU at 245 rupees, highlighting its premium user base and strong EBITDA of 27,009 crores. Vodafone Idea stays under pressure with low ARPU of 175, subscriber losses of 1.6 million, and limited 4G focus, while BSNL still holds 29.94 million users but lacks significant 5G traction. Overall, Jio and Airtel together dominate India's wireless market with over 74% market share, while Vodafone and BSNL continue to lag behind. So all in all, each provider has its superpowers and kryptonite. Here's what makes them unique. For Jio, it has the largest subscriber base, fastest 5G plans, affordable plans, strong financials, and innovative AI services. The cons include urban network congestion and lower ARPU compared to Airtel. Considering Airtel, it has the highest ARPU, a reliable urban 5G, diversified portfolio, a strong brand reputation. The cons include premium pricing, smaller 5G coverage than Jio. Talking about Vodafone Idea, the pros are improving 4G network, potential 5G growth, loyal customer base in some regions. The cons include financial instability, high debt, delayed 5G, and high subscriber churn. For BSNL, it is the budget-friendly plans, government support, strong rural coverage. The cons are no 5G yet, limited urban presence, and slower network upgrades. The future is bright with 1.2 billion subscribers and growing digital demand. The opportunities are massive, but so are the hurdles. Here's what's on the horizon. Jio and Airtel lead with the 5G rollout, with Vodafone planning a rollout in more cities and BSNL trailing behind, yet with supported by government. However, operators are grappling with how to monetize their massive 5G investments. Current 5G services don't command a premium pricing over 4G, making it challenging to justify the infrastructure costs. After the July 2024 tariff hikes, industry experts predict another round in late 2025 to boost the average revenue per user and fund 5G infrastructure. Jio and Airtel are well positioned to absorb these hikes due to their strong subscriber bases, but Vodafone subscribers and BSNL's subscribers may face churn if prices rise without 5G benefits. India's telecom sector is fast evolving into a digital ecosystem. Jio is leading the charge with its AI-driven services and partnering with NVIDIA and features like Jio TV, Jio Cinema, Jio AI for customer support. Airtel is focusing on enterprise solutions, cloud, cybersecurity, and Internet of Things through Airtel Business. Both are betting big on IoT and 5G. Vodafone Idea is lagging but testing digital offerings like Vodafone Movies and TV to stay relevant. BSNL, with government support, is working on public sector, Internet of Things like smart metering and rural connectivity but lacks private sector speed. The race is on to tap India's 1 trillion digital economy by 2030. Now, with over 60% of India's population in rural areas, a satellite internet is a game changer. Jio's Space Fiber and potential Starlink deals could reshape rural connectivity. Airtel also is exploring satellite partnerships, possibly with Starlink, to support its fiber and 5G network. While the potential is huge, especially for education, healthcare, and e-commerce, regulatory hurdles and high costs remain key challenges. Now, as environmental concerns grow, telecom companies are going green. Jio and Airtel are leading the way, investing in energy-efficient 5G towers, renewables, and green data centers. Jio is aiming for carbon neutrality by 2035. Vodafone and BSNL are slow to adopt green tech due to financial constraints, though government support may push BSNL forward. Going green means long-term savings and stronger brand image, but it comes with high upfront costs. Now, to conclude, if you're considering investing in telecom stocks, here are a few critical points to keep in mind. Stay updated on technological advancements, changing consumer behavior, and regulatory developments. These trends shape the sector's future and help you anticipate opportunities or risks. Telecom is a cutthroat market. Companies with growing market share and strong brand presence tend to be better positioned. Also, check how much they're investing in capex, especially in areas like 5G and network expansion. Look for revenue growth, profitability, and manageable debt levels. A financially stable company with consistent performance is more likely to deliver long-term returns. Telecom is tightly regulated. Policy changes, spectrum pricing, or government interventions can directly impact company performance, so staying informed is key. In short, the telecom sector holds strong long-term potential, but smart investing here requires a close eye on both the balance sheet and the bigger picture. So with that, this is me, Rahul Hassan, signing off for the last time. It's been a pleasure presenting to our viewers. Thank you and happy investing.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.